Hello everyone, my name is Angela Zabel. I am a teacher, coach, and medium. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different because it involves the subject I'm going to talk about today, which is children. When we lose children, and whether those children actually took a breath in this physical world, if we lost them in a miscarriage, or even if there was an abortion, or the child was born and died shortly thereafter, and even children that lived longer than that but then passed, even ones who made it into maybe even somewhat adulthood. But what I wanted to touch on today was that those children were here for a reason. They were here to touch us. And sometimes that's what those children are here for. They're here to touch our heart and soul. They're not here to live as we describe, a full life. Because when we say a full life, it's our description of what a full life is. We are defining what a full life is. My question to you is, who made that definition? Because as I have communicated and they have communicated with me, they have made it very clear that no matter how long or short in our view of time, that they were here to make a difference. They were here to make a difference in our lives and theirs. It was something that they came in to do. And that's something that's difficult for us as humans to understand and to realize. Why would someone only want to be here for such a short amount of time? But in actuality, they had their own reasons. When I work with these souls, they have their own agenda, their own reasons. And understanding and allowing them to have their own journey is really something that I think is freeing for us as humans to realize that we also are souls and we are here on a journey. These small souls, which they drew me out here today and wanted me to make this video in front of these little pink lilies right here. These are, when I bought them, they were called fairy lilies, but they're very tiny. They are absolutely beautiful. Their colors are so vibrant, but they only last a short amount of time. And I've often wondered, how can something so beautiful only want to last a short amount of time? But they drew me here for that exact same reason. Because these flowers, just as they, as a soul, have chosen to shine so brightly for just a short amount of time. But all year long, I remember how beautiful these flowers are. So even though they're gone and not in my physical presence anymore, once they're done blooming, they still remind me every time I think about them how beautiful they are. And that's the same thing that they are letting you know, with the aspect that they were only here for a short amount of time. So one other question or observation I get from people is, when I have a reading with you and these children come through, that I'm just touching, like psychically, that they're there, or someone else is giving me the information that they're there. But I want to dispel that fact right now. Those children, they are the ones personally coming to me. They're souls. And I've been shown Souls, when they show me, they're so small that they're showing that they never made it to this physical world. That's one of the ways that they show me that they were a miscarriage or they were possibly aborted. But they're showing me that they were here for a reason. They made a difference in that person's life. That's what they were here to do. To make that person change their thinking, to look at things differently, or to understand how precious and how short sometimes life is. But that's okay. They're here to teach us. And other ones will come in and show after they were born, or that they made it shortly thereafter. Other ones even as young adults, teenagers, young children. They were here for a lesson for us. And not a lesson per se as a hard lesson, but they wanted you to know life is here to enjoy. Life is here to fully take advantage of. But those souls are coming to me direct. Those are not someone else bringing in that soul. And sometimes, I gotta say, sometimes someone else will bring that soul forward because their energies are sometimes a little different and they need a little help from someone else to bring their soul forward. But that soul that's speaking to me, that's them direct. That is not an idea of something else, an idea that of a soul who has passed. That is the soul of that particular child, young adult, that is coming through. They are as real as this flower, as me, as you. The only difference is you don't see their physical body anymore. But they come to support. They come to be part of our journey. And for us to recognize and realize they came here for a short amount of time. That's all they wanted to do. They didn't want to do the whole journey. They didn't need to. They came to affect us profoundly for the rest of our lives here. And then they continue to support us from the other side. Because every time you think of that person, that child, and sometimes the child that was never here and you never got a chance to name. Names are what we put on it, not what the other side, the souls, put on it. They are here to enlighten and enrich our lives. And then will continue to support us after they are gone. Every time you think of them, we call it grief. But in actuality, they are here. That's them coming in to say, hey, remember me? Remember me? I made a difference in this world. I made a difference in your life. That's what I was here to do. To show you that love is felt with the heart, not always with the mind and how long we're here, but the heart. So when you think about it, they, in their short amount of time, have profoundly changed your lives and the lives of others. And that is what they were here to do, to change, enrich, and enlighten us to know there is so much more to this world than right here in this physical sense. This beauty is only here for a few short days. But on the parts we don't see, when it's laying dormant in the earth, that beauty is still there. It's still accessible every time it makes us remember. And that is exactly what they are here to do. To show us the beauty in life. And for us to recognize that they were here to touch us in profound ways that you may not even realize for years to come. How that child has changed our lives in so many different ways. And they want us to remember what they've come here to do. Enrich, enlighten, and know that we are connected to them at all times, because we are all souls. Souls here to experience life and to know and figure out what was that reason they came here for. How has our lives changed because they were here? Think about how differently your life would be if they had never touched our lives at all. That would be sadness. To think about how they have touched us. And if they wouldn't have been here, we would have never had that experience. So to all of you today, I hope you realize sometimes people and children are here for a short amount of time to touch us in profound ways that a lifetime could not have touched us in such a way. And I know, as I am drawn out here with the flowers, they send lots of love to so many of you who have lost children. And they do it with the knowledge that they have come here to affect us. And I hope you take that away from this subject of losing children. And with that, I hope all of you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, because then you'll be reminded that I have done an upload and I have a new video out. And I hope all of you check out my website at angelazabel.com. You can go on there. There's a lot of frequently asked questions. It talks about multi-dimensionality, personal growth, spiritual growth. I tried to get as much information to people as I can, and this is the reason I do these. Because I want to give the information to people to understand the knowledge that's out there. I am on Facebook and Instagram 4 to 5 times a week, and also available for private sessions. So with that, I hope all of you remember those heartstrings and remember them with happiness and joy of what they have enriched our life with. And I hope all of you have an amazing day.